Hello everyone, Brucey Wayne here, Gotham Collections, very special Sunday edition show here. The morning, cooking up some breakfast. Thought I'd do a lovely video for you. We will have the investigative reporter team back on Tuesday. We will continue our competition of who is the greatest speculator in the world. And we'll also follow up on our scoreboard on who's in first place and who's in last place. Brucey Wayne picked a dud last week, so he's not doing so well, but we'll see where the others are at, and we'll go from there. There's all kinds of time for Brucey Wayne to catch up and destroy the competition. You all know he will. But in any case, yeah, so that's going to be a great show on Tuesday. We'll also discuss basically, take all the information I've gathered from YouTube and the internet and whatnot on what people are saying, what's going to be hot on Comic Book Wednesday, and we will decide what books based on that, we will decide on what books will be hot. Everyone's saying so far that it's going to be a scorcher of a week, but personally, I'm not overly excited at all. I don't really see anything right now, but anything can change between now and Tuesday as information comes out. So we'll have that. We'll also have some picks of the week and whatnot from our investigative reporter team. And I'm sure they'll have some other great things to say. So stay tuned on Tuesday, and we'll get that out to you as soon as possible. It's going to be a dandy. So what's in it? What's in this show for Sunday? Well, first off, I have two questions from viewers that I'm going to answer. I'm going to finish it off with some really nice books, key books from my personal collection that are 10K, reportedly 10K production print run. So we'll see what goes on there. We'll see what kind of books to show you. Some you might want to run for right now. So that's pretty exciting stuff, isn't it? Yes. Also want to show you a little something that I just picked up to display comic books. I'll show you at the end of the show, and I think it really looks nice, and it might be something you might be interested in getting if you don't already know about it already. All right, so let's go to the first question, and the first question was, Brucey Wayne, do you believe there will be comic book movie fatigue? Well, normally I would say yes, because if you mass produce anything, pump the living shit out of it, it's going to be, these movies are going to be, they already look and feel the same, but soon they're going to run out of stories, because you can only be as ridiculous as you can. These are adventure movies. But in any case, will there be movie fatigue? I'm going to go with no. Before I would say yes, but I'm going to go with no. And the reason why I say this is because I believe the world has changed over the years. Movies depended on reviews back in the day. If reviewers are all saying it's a masterpiece, it's well written. If it was blah 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 blah, then people would go and they would make a lot of money. And of course, these mediocre movies that were entertaining, they didn't make a whole lot of money, but people still, went to them. And they mostly waited for the VHS to come out, and that's where they made their money. But in today's world, it's kind of mediocrity is considered okay, it's acceptable, and we see that already in things like food, like pizza. Pizza's absolute crap now, but that's considered okay. People want cheap and large quantity. That's really all that matters. Before it was about quality. A pizza back in the day was $30. Now you can get one for $7. But you get what you pay for, and people would rather have crap now and pay less. So that's the way the world's turning, and you see that in cars as well. These things break down within 5 years now. All the electronics, nobody cares. It's people buy, and it's kind of like we buy things knowing that we're just going to throw it in the trash later. So cars today are just absolutely terrible. But in any case, I'm going to go with no. I think the world's just kind of getting dumbed down, and they're going to get dumber, and these movies will continue to make an absolutely ridiculous amount of money. So no, I don't think there'll be comic book fatigue. And the next question is, Brucey Wayne, do you believe option books are a good investment? Well, obviously there's going to be one or two books that come out and then all of a sudden becomes hot, but long term, absolutely not. Especially if it's just a movie, once the movie is watched, it's forgotten later. These characters don't resonate down the road. It's the last time you see it, and nobody's going to care later on. So absolutely not. unless you are a flipper. If you plan on getting these books and selling them tomorrow or the week later, absolutely, yeah, you can make a few dollars there. So there's no question about that. But if you're a true collector and you plan on holding these because you enjoy the book and you realize maybe 20 years down the road you might sell them, no, I didn't. There's so many optioned books. There's so many books based on so many movies based on comics books now. There's just too many. It's not a novelty anymore, in my eyes anyway. And unless a series comes out that we keep seeing the characters over and over the years, and yeah, that should hold some value. But a movie that comes out and we never see it again after, nobody's going to care later, no matter how good it is, because there's just going to be a better movie coming out. And yeah, so I'd stay away. I know these YouTubers are saying, oh, this is option, gotta grab it. Oh, this is an indie #1, gotta grab it because it could be a movie, blah, 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 blah. Like, Lord, thunder and Jesus. Like, don't waste your money, people. Don't waste your money. Cover price is one thing, but if you're spending the big dollars for them, yikes. But, all right. So there you have it. All right. And so let's move on and take a look at some nice books here. So we're going to start out with Invincible Iron Man #7, and this is the variant ratio cover. And this is the first appearance of Riri Williams. So if they've been trying to make Riri a key character for many years now and really haven't got anywhere, but there is rumors of TV and making her the actual Iron Man and blah, 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 blah. So there's still hope for Riri. I think she's a cool character, so hopefully other people will too. But if you're going to if you want the first appearance of Riri Williams, this is definitely the one to get. This is just going to go up and up and up if the character takes off. So there you go. Grab that one. This is a book. It was once at $1,000. Now you're looking at $500 to $600. So this falls in line with the option movie good investment crap. Obviously, this was a good investment for me because I bought it a few years ago when I just heard that Ellen Page was thinking about doing this, and I figured, ooh, that's pretty big. And it wasn't too long ago really that option was a novelty, or being produced as a film or series was a novelty. Now it's just ridiculous. Every week you hear 5 or 6 of them. So times are changing. They're changing fast. But in any case, this is Umbrella Academy, and this is a print run of 1,000. So this is one of 1,000. So a very nice book to have regardless. Season 2 is coming out and rumors of season 3, so it should stay hot for a while, for sure. Here's the beauty. It's just going to go up to if the animated series takes off, but this is a critically acclaimed book, so you can't really go wrong when the book is considered, a masterpiece. So Invincible #1, this is the first full appearance of Invincible, so a very nice book to have. You're looking at about, let's say, almost $800 right now for a Near Mint Plus. So it's kind of out of reach for most. I was really lucky when I got these. It was like $12, but that was easily 10 years ago. But nice book to have if you have it. But would I spend the prices for it that they're commanding now? Hell no. No. You could get a nice Batgirl, first appearance of Batgirl. But in any case, nice book to have. Really fortunate to have it. Here's one that's kind of slowly going down in value. I believe it was, it's a great character, great story, but I believe the value of this was up to $100, mainly because of the print run. It was very low, under 10,000 they say. So some people have heard 4,000. I don't believe that one, but anyway, yeah. So there are not many of these printed, and that's really, I think, the main reason why it reached $100. Now you're looking at about 65. So still a nice book to have. Here's a book that this one you should run for because you might actually be able to find it in shops because no one really bought it. It does have a very low print run. First appearance too. It's a first appearance of Smoke, but unfortunately Silence, the series is now done. So unless we see Silence again, this is probably going to go nowhere. But this is a great character. A lot of people enjoyed reading this series. A lot of positive reviews there. So I would say they were going to bring her back. And if they do, they're certainly going to bring back Smoke, who I believe is her sister or something. So, yeah, that's a good book to find because you could probably find it for less than $10. So grab that one. This is Silence in #15. Very hard to find. This is very hard to find too. First appearance of Spider-Girl. This is What If #105. What makes this one extra valuable in my eyes is because of the weird format of the book. It's hard to find in Near Mint Plus. I paid $65, $70 for this when it came out. Now it's about 150 or more. So I did okay there. I don't even know why I wanted this book. Honestly, when I bought it, I don't know, just lucky, I guess. But yeah, I'm really happy to have this book. But it's very hard to find in this condition. So good luck if you're looking for it. Here's a nice book if you're after the first appearance of Kate Bishop. This is the one to get, Young Avengers #1, and this is the Wizard World Los Angeles sketch. I believe Kate Bishop is only going to go up, 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 especially when the Disney Plus poop comes out. So it's a good book to have, and it's not that, it's 100, maybe 125 for this right now in Near Mint Plus. So I would strongly advise, saving your lunch money and getting this one. So there you go, grab it. Nice book. This came out in Canada. This is Compliments of Zellers. It was a department store back before the days of Walmart and all that good crap, and Target and yappa dabba doo. This is an actual reprint of the Detective Comics Batman book that came out, and what makes it different is obviously no price, and there's Compliments of Zellers department stores there. So this book released in Canada, you might want to, it's going to be hard to find because, especially if you're in the States, because I don't know if many migrated there or not, and very hard to find in good condition because, mostly kids were grabbing comic books back then, not, older gentlemen like they are today. I think I could be wrong, but I honestly believe that the the tables have turned. Before, kids were grabbing them, and now the kids don't care anymore. They want the magic cards, and the kids then that are now our age today, we want to revisit our past because it was so enjoyable, and we're the ones buying it. But people tell me no, tons of kids are buying books, and I'm like, yeah, I think you're full of shit, bud, because they're very expensive. And as you can see, the Maximum Carnage crap coming out now, book 1 is $8. And then there's 5 million tie-ins and blah, 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 blah. Like, you think kids are mowing 5 million lawns every weekend just to buy comic books? No, I doubt it. But anyway, if you have any information that proves me wrong, I would love to hear. So anyway, that's a really nice book to find. It's not overly pricey either. You can probably find these on eBay, but obviously the regular issue is not worth much. But this one is a nice book. So there you go. This is a great book. First appearance of Damian Wayne, and Damian Wayne isn't going anywhere. He will always be Batman's son. So you have that. So you have longevity on this one. So it's a nice book to get. This is a second print. There's not many copies of this reported. I heard it was under 7,000. But of course, that is reportedly. We don't really know for sure. But anyway, this is a nice book, and it's fairly expensive too. So, but if you can find one, grab them. This could be a book that no one knows about at your comic book store. So it could be just lying there for $10 or something. So, you never know. Grab it. You could get lucky. And then, last but not least, a really nice book here, and this is the second print of 608. This is the Hush series began, and this was a very exciting series back then. Jim Lee was the artist and whatnot, and great story writing, and it was a good series, and great covers, and had everything you want. They really did a good job here. Of course, the first print, 608, is heavily mass-produced, but the second print isn't. This is very hard to find. I don't know how I was able to get one at my shop when it came out back in the day, but I did, and I'm so glad I did now, because as a Batman collector, this would definitely be a book that I would have to add to my collection, and it would probably cost me about $200 now. So glad I got that now, and really nice book. All right, so that is it for the comic books, and the last thing I just wanted to show you is really looking for a way to display books that look nice, and there's some products out there for the comic book frames and whatnot, but I kind of like this. I kind of like it a lot. These are floating frames that you would normally put like a document in or whatnot, and yeah, I think they look really nice. Really nice. About $20 will get you one of these, and they're really good too, because like most collectors, we get out of it eventually, usually, and then you're stuck with a bunch of frames, comic book frames that you probably never use. But this you can, use later if you're sick of looking at comic books. Then you put some pictures of your cat or something like that in it. So there you go. So I just want to show you though, the glass floating frames are, really nice for comic books, and I think you should get one. So anyway, we'll see you on Tuesday, and we'll have our investigative reporter team here, so it should be a dandy, and lots to talk about Comic Book Wednesday. So thank you very much. Have a good one. Bye-bye.